It's 95, 96.1, The Rock. Joined with us on the phone right now, Adam Scott. He's currently starring with Craig Robinson on the Fox TV paranormal comedy Ghosted. Adam, how are you doing this morning?
I'm great. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Now, this new show, Ghosted, you're starting with Craig Robinson. Incredibly funny. New episode airs on Sunday. What can we expect from the new episode, and how has the process of creating this been going so far?
Yeah, we're so excited. This is the best episode. Yeah, we're all really excited about it. Right after The Simpsons on Sunday. It's just an action-packed, insane episode where a monster that we thought was dead comes alive in the office, and we get shut down. There's a lockdown, so we can't leave until the monster is killed. So it starts hunting us. We're hunting it. We have a half an hour to kill it, or everything in the office gets incinerated because we can't risk it getting out into the world. So it's really crazy. It's like an episode of, it's like the movie Aliens for 30 action-packed, hilarious minutes. It's really, really fun. Making the show is crazy. We, in the middle of this episode, the guy who's playing the monster, he was in this, form-fitted monster suit, and he had to go to the hospital midway through shooting the episode because his skin wasn't able to breathe, and he became dehydrated, and we had to rush him off the set because he was completely without fluids in his body.
Crazy. Well, the show is hilarious, and I know that we are very much looking forward to Sunday. Another show that I got to talk to you about that you're also on that is equally as hilarious is Parks and Rec. We recently had a chance to chat with Ben Schwartz, your coworker on Parks and Rec.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about working with that amazing cast, and particularly those fantastic writers. I think that's one of the best written shows ever.
I agree. Yeah, the writers were incredible. That was the best job I could ever ask for, the best group of people. I still kind of miss the show and all of those people. We all stay in touch because it's already been a few years since it ended, which is hard to believe. But yeah, being on Parks was, I'm sure, going to be one of the great honors of my life and career.
All right. Adam, as someone who's been given the opportunity to play both the badass bad guy, like, recently you were in The Good Place, or in Step Brothers, or heck, you were even Griff in Boy Meets World, and you've also been given the opportunity to play the lovable guy who learns to find his potential. Which type of character do you find yourself embracing more?
It's a good question. I don't know. I think I like doing both because as a fan, as someone who watches tons of movies, I've always loved, kind of stepping into the shoes of the hero and watching Indiana Jones or Luke Skywalker or something like that. You always want to root for that guy and feel like you could be that guy, and just that kind of pure of heart, just the goodness that you want your hero to have. But then at the same time, I love the bad guy, and that's always the most fun. The Hans in Die Hard, or even the bad guy, William Atherton's character in Ghostbusters. Those are always really fun characters. So I like being able to go back and forth.
Along with Ghosted, your movie Little Evil was recently released on Netflix. Both deal with paranormal, but with different aspects of the category. What was different in the preparation process?
Ghosted is something that I've been involved with since the very, very beginning. Craig Robinson and I both even went around town selling it and pitching it. So we really built it from the ground up with Tom Gormican, who had the idea for it, and so watching this get built brick by brick was really a really rewarding part of it. Whereas Little Evil was more just kind of jumping into an acting job that was really fun, and I loved it. It was so fun. I hope people get a chance to check it out on Netflix.
It was awesome. I liked it a lot. I watched it last week, actually,
thanks.
So it was really good. Speaking of preparation, I got to ask you this question. I got to get it off my chest, all right? so forgive me here.
Sure.
When you are preparing for something as prestigious and important as the Catalina wine mixer, how much pressure is put on you? I mean, it's a fucking Catalina wine mixer.
I know. It's really hard. As you can imagine, the pressure was immense because that is the be-all, end-all event in California. So I just had to put it out of my head and not think about the fact that, the weight of the event was all on my shoulders.
Adam, we love it. I have one more ghosted question for you before we wrap up. I guess
Sure.
because I heard you mention earlier that you actually went around town selling this show. Is that the first time you've had to do something like that? And you must have really believed in this product in order to go around and pitch it to people.
Yeah, every TV show needs to be sold to whatever network shows it. So Craig and I went along for the ride, and we pitch it. We even, we helped build the pitch that we ended up, pitching in the room. And so, and we even acted out a little scene for the network executives who we were trying to sell the show to. Craig and I came up with just improvised a little scene together each time we were pitching the show. So, and luckily they wanted to buy it. We got offers from I think every single place we went except for one. So our little traveling roadshow worked.
You said you've been with Ghosted since its inception. Was this something that was like a joke between you and Craig that just developed into something more?
It was actually an idea from Tom Gormican, who he brought it to Craig, and Craig felt like he wanted to do it, and then they brought it to me. And the thing that I really liked about it is it reminded me that, just kind of the idea of these two kind of partners. It reminded me of Beverly Hills Cop and 48 Hours and Midnight Run.
Yeah.
And these movies from the 80s, these action comedies that I grew up with, that is really my favorite genre. And so I saw it as an opportunity to really jump into that genre as well, and have some paranormal stuff mixed in, but really the tone of those fun, big action comedies from the 80s. And so that's sort of what we've been tipping our hat to here while making the show. And, driving around, with running from monsters and shooting guns and jumping out of windows and all of that while, saying some really fun, stupid jokes.
Absolutely. Well,
It's like Die Hard of the Paranormal.
Exactly.
There you go.
Well, the show is pretty darn hilarious, my friend, and it's only going to get better from here. So we are very much looking forward to the new episode of Ghosted, which, of course, comes up your way on Sunday on Fox. Adam, thanks so much for your time this morning, and best of luck this season, all right?
Thanks so much, guys.